about time. What's going on?
Rumor report, rumor report.
This is the Rumor Report
Talk to him.
with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Now, on The Real, Adrian Bylon talked about getting married. She's been married for a year, but she also says that people keep on asking her about starting a family and having a baby. Here's what she had to say.
I think that as an audience, we should be sensitive to the fact that everybody doesn't get pregnant right away. And I think for myself, I thought it would happen so easily for me, and it just hasn't happened that way. And I have had to come to peace with that it'll happen when it's God's timing, and I believe in that, and I have faith in all of that.
That's got to be a conversation you get tired of hearing about, right?
Right, because, she does want to start a family, but we don't know the difficulty that people might have, or sometimes it takes a while.
Yeah, people act like starting a family is like starting a car. Like, you can just get in and crank it up and
like,
boom.
Here, let's have a baby. Okay, I'm pregnant.
That's not how this works at all.
Well, and she has a career, too, so she might want to not put her career on hold for a little bit. So I'm sure there's a lot to think about.
Well, she's trying.
Oh, she is trying.
Yeah, she said, and she's, like she just said, she just wanted to be, it's going to be the timing of God, and that's when it's going to happen.
Well, it changes everything, okay? I got a newborn in the house right now, so that makes 3 for me. And so I look around and I look at my wife and I look at those 3 little girls and I say, look at all these goddamn plane tickets I got to buy when we go on vacation now.
Right, and she just wants to stress the fact that you just don't know what somebody's status is, if they're having issues, if, you just don't know. So
and
you can't just be going around asking people, are you pregnant? When are you going to have a baby?
Yeah, and people may not want to pay for extra plane tickets either.
All right. Lil Xan, now we told you about how the hot Cheetos sent him to the hospital and people didn't believe him. Well, he's still feeling better, but he's not going to stop eating those hot Cheetos. Check it out.
I'm a big Cheeto fan, a hot Cheeto fan. My stomach's still not completely better yet. I literally was just one bag. Ate it, I was drinking soda, I have a really poor diet, and next thing I know, for 4 days, I was feeling really bad, just stomach aches. Then I ate another bag of the chili lemon ones, and literally I vomited a little blood.
He said, I just want to let everyone know I'm good, healthier than I've ever been, and ready to kick off my 3rd tour in New York in a couple of days. Also, be careful, hot Cheetos are one hell of a drug.
Why do you think a rapper named Lil Xan, who has watched people overdose off the opioids that he's named after, would stop eating hot Cheetos?
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want his poo to be orange anymore.
Oh, God.
All right, Rihanna's house got broken into again, but this time cops were able to respond in time because she has a high-end security system. If you guys remember, somebody broke in her home previously back in May and was hanging around outside and all of that. He got charged with burglary, stalking, and vandalism later on. But now for the second time somebody broke in. She wasn't home at the time, but they did see suspects fleeing the property, so they don't know if anything was taken yet or not.
You're not supposed to just break into Rihanna house. Now, a lot of these celebrities we talk about, I can understand.
No.
You ain't supposed to just break into Rihanna house.
You know what it was?
Supposed to have
she wasn't
top
home.
flight security.
Well, she does now.
She wasn't home. And her crib is all gated up. But
that's what I'm saying. Rihanna should be in something gated. When you jump on the lawn, you get electrocuted. If you do make it to the house, it's like some roots from Barbados just falls out the sky. Some dust just hits you in the face. You know what I mean? Like, it should be chicken bones buried all through that yard that keep evil spirits out.
Boy.
All right, Snoop Dogg talked about his son quitting football, and one of the reasons why that happened is because he started researching CTE. Now, here's what Snoop Dogg had to say on Wendy Williams.
You know what? It kind of upset me, but then I started to look into the CTE situation and to the guys with head injuries, and I said to myself, my son is very smart for getting out early and maintaining his mind state.
How did Cordell break it to you? Was it?
He broke it to, it was difficult. It was difficult for him because like he said, and I can share this with you guys, he had played for me his whole life, and he wanted to play for his son.
Got it.
All right. Yeah, and I'm sure with your son plays football, right, Envy?
He does.
Does that concern you? Has your son researched CTE?
Absolutely. I'm trying to get my son out of football, but he loves it too much, and it's up to him right now, but I've been trying to push him into soccer. I've been trying to push him into basketball, trying to push him into many different things. He loves the sport, though.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, oh, why would he quit? He was so good. But if he's concerned about that, and that's a real concern, it's up to him to make that decision.
Yeah, and a lot of these kids are smart nowadays. They realize that the risk is not worth
the reward.
Yeah, because the NFL
the risk is greater than the reward.
Yeah, the NFL don't even give you guaranteed money, and the money decent, but not to be living, crazy the rest of your life.
All right, now let's talk about Malcolm D. Lee. You guys know about him. Night School, of course, we know him from being the director for Girls Trip. Well, he has another project he's doing. It's called Real Talk. It's going to follow an old school rapper trying to reunite his group to reclaim their past glory as one of the most influential hip-hop acts ever. And shout out to Rada Blank. She's actually going to be writing the script. She writes for Empire, and she also writes for She's Gotta Have It. She's also been on... Yeah, it's going to be a movie. She also has been on Lip Service, so make sure you check out that episode. So shout out to Rada Blank, who's going to be writing that. All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Report.